This has become a little bit of a journey, but we are back. This is the third tattoo vlog. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of these because I just keep scheduling appointments, and after this one, I'm scheduling one right away. But for those who need to be filled in, basically, I am completing like a sleeve on my leg. My first episode, I completed the sleeve on my arm, and now we're down to the leg. So it's going to go all the way up my left leg. Last week, I kind of explained this, but just briefly, let me touch on it again. I am doing a sleeve of my favorite villains in different types of pop culture. So like movies, obviously like horror movies, comic books, etc. And the first week we did Chucky, which is like one of my goats when it comes to horror movies. If you don't know, I did a tier ranking, but we'll probably do one with just villains where Chucky is for me like legendary. So anyway, now we're on to the second one, which is my second goat. And a lot of you did guess a pretty good portion of what is going to be on my leg. And this time we're doing my, well, it's my other goat. Can you have more than one goat? Because goat is like greatest of all time, but people just say goat like, like everything's a goat. But yeah, anyway, he's on my Mount Rushmore horror movie villains. He is the person or entity that is my favorite horror movie ever, which is Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. So we are doing Freddy Krueger. I'm mad excited about this. There's a ton of detail when it comes to Freddy. He's super iconic. So of course you're going to have the finger knives or the glove, whatever you'd like to call it, the fedora, and of course his face, which is, when you're drawing his face, is going to be incredibly detailed. So I'm going back to Art and Soul Studio, which is in Hackensack, New Jersey, to see my man, David Precise. He's done incredible work on my sleeve and on my leg. The Chucky came out crazy. So now, like, I kind of already did. He came from recommendations from you guys and a lot of people on Instagram. And I can say fully now, I trust him to do what he does. I don't really give him, I just give him a concept, man. And he sends back feedback and he communicates to me like, is this cool? Is this cool? And that's kind of how it's been. So it's been really seamless. A lot of artists are kind of difficult to work with, but he hasn't been, which is really good. As a person who has a ton of tattoos, I can tell you a lot of artists, bro, like they can be a little, it's a job, kind of like a personal trainer, which is the industry I worked in, where people are very, it's a very vain job, but he's not like that. Real humble, down to earth dude. Some of you guys have actually gone to work with him, which he's told me, and some of you have told me. So that's really cool. I hope the work came out and you're happy with it as much as I am. But like I said, I'm on my way, and I'm excited to do this. So, you know, next time I see you, we'll be at the studio. I'm going to try to get a little bit more this time than I did the last time, because I feel like last time I didn't do it well. But anyway, let me get here and stop talking so damn much. So we're here, as you can see. I'm sitting in if you watch my other ones, you're very familiar with what this looks like by now. But just got here, got the consult. He's printing out the flash that he drew, but I'm gonna show you the flash. I probably shouldn't show you this, but look, that's the outline that it works with. And then he'll fill all that stuff in with the details and whatever. But it's going. All right, leg check again. Don't be fucking weird. Some of y'all be trying to be nasty, and y'all nasty, and I don't like all that. So it's gonna go right from here to here. So up like the whole part of the leg. So it's gonna be like, you get it. There you go. So the claws is gonna be going everything, and you can see like it's gonna get really, but that's the outline. Freddy's my goat, bro. Freddy and the Lep and Chucky. I know people probably think it's psychotic to like get a bunch of villains on your leg. There's a point to it. I'll explain it in a little bit. I don't know how much detail y'all can see it at right now, but there's this fedora. It's about to go like over my knee. You can see it right here. And then the back part, but it's gonna go all the way up my leg. You can see, again, don't be weirdos, bro, but it's gonna go all the way up to about here. And then obviously around to like the other side of my leg. But we've been talking more, so like the details, like once the characters and everything are all completely done, then we gotta go pause. We gotta go back around and do like the details of, because my favorite color for people to know is red, and I have red in my sleeve. I'm gonna put red in the whole thing as well. So that'll be like towards the back end, but it's so much work done on each of these pieces because I'm not doing like, and then this isn't disrespect, tattoos are for everybody. And I'm saying this as a disclaimer because I know people get offended by this type of stuff, but tattoos are your art, is what it is. I didn't want to do a sleeve where it's a bunch of like, just people like to do a lot of like filler work, like wind bars or like clouds and stuff like that. Like I want mine to be just a mural. You get what I'm saying? So that was the point. So it's going to take a lot of sessions, a lot of detail, because each one is an individual piece. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot. So this is going to be it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. So I'm going to try to get some more B-roll. I'm going to get a little better at that. Trying to like, because I zone out just like everybody else do. Let me get the lighting here. You're sitting there or laying in my case, and when like you tend to zone out. Like I got my headphone in because sometimes I like watch YouTube videos, but I'm going to try to get some more B-roll and stuff because sometimes I just be like, you know what I'm saying? Damn near half asleep. But all right, we got to start in a minute. Also, before I start, I got to say, the hat being on a knee like that, I ain't ever got nothing on my knee before, but I feel like it's finna, you know what I'm saying? That was actually a long, it's been like an hour and a half, but you can see how much is done. Can't you see how much is done? Let me turn the damn thing around like I always do. So his face has a lot of stuff still left to do, and the hat still haven't gotten to, but you can see his face coming out, man. It's gonna look absolutely insane. I did get some B-roll of like the beginning part, but once it got going, I kind of just started watching YouTube videos and stuff. So it's like around the knee, you can definitely feel it more than normal. But other than that, like the calf is a pretty big muscle, so it doesn't bother me. I've always said this, it's the bone that gets me. Hey, yo. Again, my leg now is raw as hell, but you can see that the hat is pretty much done and his face and everything, but it's just some more details and stuff like that. But it's coming together real nice. It's exactly what I wanted. It's up my leg now, so it's on top of my knee. If you can't tell from my dark whatever camera angle, this is my knee, so that's the top of my knee, so that's where it is now. But this Freddy has such like all the burn scars and stuff on his face. There's like so much little detail that it's just, it feels really raw at this point. Like I said, tattoos for me, they don't hurt. There are parts where there's like discomfort, but I never really feel like, some people like, I guess it's like pain. I don't really feel pain. I feel more like discomfort at times. But the biggest issue, I think I say this every single video, laying in one position is always just like, I just want to move. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a person who's always walking and pacing. So that part is tough. It's also hard to get B-roll. I've been trying to get some, but because I'm not short. Like the bottom of my leg is all the way down there, and I'm trying to like angle the camera and I can't do it. There's also been a lot less breaks this time. So there's only been 2 breaks. So we've been going pretty much for like probably for 2.5 hours now. So my whole like left side, well, my right side, because I'm laying on my left, is like no, because I've been laying there like in a weird angle. I was just talking about this, but this is like the position I'm in. I'm kind of like on my side, and then like my foot is like being propped up by my other foot. So it's like after a while, your legs just be hanging there, and it just gets like mad numb. You know what I'm saying? Almost like when your foot falls asleep, like that same sensation. So sometimes I just be sitting here, I'm like, and then all of a sudden my foot is just done, which isn't a bad thing because like I can't feel it in certain parts, but I'm gonna give you the spot that hurt the most. Behind the knee, there's like mad nerve endings back there, bro. I could feel that. I was like, oh sh. That's the first time I hit a oh sh. The only other time was this one on my collarbone, and that was the only other one where I was like, you could feel that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like personally, I know that numbing cream these days, like I've seen videos now where the whole thing, like they do a sleeve and they put the whole number, like I feel like a part of the experience of having a tattoo is experiencing it. And I know that's weird because I guess it's kind of old school these days, but I personally have always been that way. See kind of what I'm talking about? Like when I'm actually getting the tattoo, it's a weird angle because I can go like this, but you can't really see it. And I can't get up. Like right now it's not. So if I get up, I can do it that way and you can really see it. But I don't want to like, you know, at the end of the day, the work is more important than me trying to get a vlog in. So I can't sit like this. It's be hella awkward. But that's why it's been hard for me to get B-roll. When it was on my arm, it was a little bit easier, but you know, I'm 6'1", bro. Like getting all the way down there sometimes, I ain't that damn tall. It's tall enough. My leg is so sore now, bro. It's like 95% done. I know y'all like just show me the damn thing to people who care. But there you go. So it's like 95% done. What you did with this one, you're gonna do with that one. You gotta add white ink into it, and it kind of makes like it pop a little bit more, which is normal on like black and gray tattoos. So that's all that's left. But like I said, at this point, like my leg is just raw. Like I can barely even feel anything. Before I forget, because last time I did this, I forgot to take the video in here, and I had to do it with the wrapper on my leg. But that's it. Oh yeah, y'all can't see that. That's a shitty angle. There you go. Finished product, man. I'm happy as hell with how it came out. Freddy has a very detailed, tough face to do, and you know, I've seen some really bad Freddy portraits, but that is the version of Freddy that I like the most. He has different faces depending on movies. Like if you're like one of those weird or hardcore horror movie fans, you know that. But this face is actually from Freddy vs. Jason, and he has like the weird teeth and the that's the Freddy that and Dream Warriors are the two Freddys, but that's the Freddy that aesthetically I like the most. So millennial. All right, so that concludes the tattoo portion of it. We got another one coming in 2 weeks. Like I said, it's gonna be basically every 2 weeks. I'm gonna go back. Once one part heals enough that you can start working on it again, I'm gonna pop back in. A lot of y'all guessed it. If you guessed this one, it's gonna be another character. It's been guessed a ton of times, but drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think is gonna be the next one. A lot of y'all keep guessing horror stuff. The next one is not horror. It's a villain, but not horror. It's my only hint. But I'll check y'all out, man. I gotta go get some food now for the rest of the YouTube stuff I gotta film.